was alive at the age of 5. He was in the first grade and he was already captain of everything. Private schools, and already recognized as an unusual child. So by 7, he commanded our respect. By 9, he took control of the house, and we were under his authority. My father was now separated, and Ricky's decided to step into his shoes and decided to become my mother's strength at 9. An unusual thing for some child.
Dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
I would say thank you. .com.
Me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top, that's where you find.
I remember my dad mostly was playing sports as a little kid and coaching my team when I was younger. At T-ball, I remember him coaching my team. Baseball was a thing back then, and Cowboys and Indians was a thing back then. So I remember those two things. I remember my dad was in the Westerns, and I remember we always played that. We always played Cowboy Indians, and we was into sports, basketball, baseball. So that's really the only thing I remember when I was real little,
Right.
you know. And it kind of carried with me now, because in turn I coach my son's team.
Right.
You know, coach baseball, try to keep him in sports. So. I mean, a funny moment that I look back on now was one time when we was wrestling in the house. I just got to telling somebody this the other day, because I was telling them to watch out. They was doing their son like this. We was wrestling in the family room, and we got a ceiling fan, and my dad goes to pick me up, and the body slammed me on the couch, and all of a sudden, doop, 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 my ankle got caught up in the ceiling fan. So, man, I went hopping around the house. My mom was screaming, everybody screaming, I'm screaming, and I ended up having a little fracture in my ankle. I was just laughing about that a couple weeks ago. I was talking about it with some friends. And if a guy had his kid up, I said, hey, man, I know from experience you better watch out. Because, yeah, I was thinking about that. That was pretty funny when I look back on it now. Of course, it wasn't funny that day. I think he was laughing, but yeah, that was pretty funny. I won't never forget that. Every time I see a ceiling fan.
They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself,
When somebody dies the way he died, you didn't get a chance to tell them everything you wanted to tell them. You feel like, did I tell him everything? Did I do everything that he wanted me to do? Was he happy with me when he left? But, if it was today and he was dying tomorrow, I would just tell him, I appreciate everything he ever did for me. I kind of got the feeling that he felt like he didn't do enough. But, I would tell him, hey, Dad, you did everything you could, man, and you made me the man I am today. That's it. There's nothing else that I feel like I thought he had to prove something else to me, but hey, being there was enough for me.
the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby.
He had called me on my birthday, which was Monday the 30th of June, and he was so happy. And he said, he always goes, wife of my youth. And I always go, husband of my youth. And he said, saying happy birthday to me. And then he loves to sing. And then he began to sing, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name. And he said, and I like this part. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. And I was like, God, I just can't wait for my husband to come back home and pray, just praise and worship the Lord with me, because we flow so wonderfully, we blend so wonderfully, and he always sings a testimony. And he would play like he's a boogeyman, you know. And I would always scream, ah, like, and here I am, a grown woman, and I'm like, I know he's gonna scare me, but he always made me laugh, and he always was making jokes, just his mannerisms, because Ricky is just such a lively person. He's a rare person. He's a person that just loves people. Just his touch. Life would come through him, and people that if you were down, you would rise up and enjoy. And that was my life.
What a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking